So I just realized that this is our second straight Alabama NFL draft profile for the Minnesota Vikings, even though all we are is a slack-jawed, fast-talking Yankee. But, what can you do? So, talking point all year, basically since last draft season, has been, you got to draft Trevon Diggs. Get Trevon Diggs. I don't even care if he's any good or not, but he's Stefon Diggs' brother. All that stuff, because we love family ties stories. We really do. You look at like Randy Moss's brother was a Vikings O-lineman back in the day. Also Duron Carter, remember him? Like everyone's like, move heaven and earth if he was our wide receiver, because his dad's Chris Carter, even though Duron Carter is not good. I think Duron Carter plays DB in the CFL now, or something like that. Anyways, and also remember last offseason, Marshawn Diggs coming out of UAB, the safety. A lot of people still think that he's on the team, even though he was a UDFA tryout, didn't get picked up for the 90-man. But a lot of people going into training camp are like, how's Diggs' brother look? Right? So we love all that stuff. Minnesota, hashtag one of us, all that stuff. But with Trevon Diggs, take the name off the jersey for a second. Just do that up. So bottom line, Trevon Diggs is a phenomenal cornerback who could potentially be there when the Vikings select at 25, and also cornerback is suddenly a massive position of need, and then call it PR media bonus that he's Stefon's brother, right? So just stop discounting Trevon's acumen just because he's Stefon's brother. He is a damn good player in his own right. So some background on him: 6'2", 207. That's right, 6'2", 207. Big-time cornerback. Four-star recruit coming out of the Avalon School in Rockville, Maryland. Was formerly a wide receiver like his brother Stefon. Eventually switched over to a defensive back with the Crimson Tide. Was a prize recruit. And it was going really hard. Like Maryland's like, come on. But decided to ink up a Bama, class of 2016. I was able to play in 14 games as a true freshman, but was primarily a special teams player / backup first 2 seasons in Tuscaloosa. Eventually became a starter in 2018, but was limited to only 6 games due to injury. And then he came back for a senior season this year, which, if he would have came out, could he have been a late round pick just based on potential? Maybe, but really glad and happy that he did come back for his senior season. Played in 12 games, recording 37 tackles, broke up 8 passes, and also had 3 interceptions, including an 84-yard pick 6 against Arkansas. And he inked up as a first-team All-SEC, as well as PFF, Pro Football Focus, first-team All-American, recording a 90.1 coverage grade. And I think he was first-team All-American with Akuda from Ohio State, so it's pretty good company to be in. And Diggs was a true lockdown cornerback. 11 out of the 12 games. I mean, maybe take that LSU tape and light it on fire. Joe Burrow and the LSU passing game, just maybe not so much. But I think overall he's a very talented player. I think he's in a similar vein to Richard Sherman, where Sherman, I'm good at English, where you have this tall, lanky former wide receiver, which I actually think that cornerbacks who transition from wide receiver do have an advantage because they understand the route concepts that are becoming their way because they ran them, right? And also, he has got size. He's great pressing at the line. He's not as physical as you would expect him to be. Like he's not the sort of at the line of scrimmage, tackling cornerback like a Trey Waynes. But also, he is a guy that I think would thrive better in a zone scheme as opposed to man. So again, some of those more Richard Sherman tie-ins where I think he actually comps pretty well to Richard Sherman. And also, you scout the player, not the helmet, but Nick Saban has had a great track record and a great eye in terms of scouting and recruiting and developing both cornerbacks and defensive back talent overall. And it is really early in the draft process, as Diggs didn't play in the bowl game. He didn't play at the Senior Bowl, but I'm sure he's going to come in and have an amazing combine. Sure is going to have a solid pro day as well. But as of right now, he is projected as a fringe late first round, maybe early second round pick. I sort of doubt he gets into the second round. I think he could potentially be there at 25, though, and the Vikings should give some serious consideration, especially if they move on from Rhodes and if Trey Waynes is a little bit too expensive and they move on from him, which could easily be the case. I think Trevon Diggs, if he's selected at 25, would be a day one starter as the outside cornerback for the Vikings. And as an added benefit, maybe having his little brother in-house, also practicing against him every single day, could cool off some of the Stefon Diggs attitude, as well as maybe keep him here in Minnesota. Maybe all of a sudden some of those trade rumors cool down because he's got his brother here now, and Stefon Diggs is going to be inked up in purple for a long time. I don't know. It could be one of those underlying issue things, could not be, but who really knows. But either way, Trevon Diggs, whether he's related to anyone or not, is a very solid draft prospect and someone that the Vikings should take a look at in the first round. But your thoughts, Trevon Diggs, let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us some in the Venmo, plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.